Pa's death in the cold winter of 1960, at the age of 57, was a crucial event in the lives of his three daughters, but particularly for myself, the supposedly most loved, the adored Kate, the eldest. The snows fell heavier that year than any I could remember, an ominous reminder of the sadness that plagued our small cottage on the edge of Lake Erie. It had to be almost 3 feet by the time that Pa finally went home, perhaps even more. It seemed that as we all dwelled on that sorrowful season, the amount of snowfall, its unending largeness, grew as time passed, just like Pa did. We three, the Bulkley sisters, a gaggle of pious, overjoyed youth, hadn't contended with anything as formidable as the rheumatic fever that Pa caught. It didn't knock us over. Instead, it pursed its icy limbs in all of our insides, slowly inching its way to our souls, especially mine. We'd lived in Lorraine all my life up to then. The cottage had been my granddaddy's, and his granddaddy's before him, all the way up the line. I still think of the lake house when I look out into the city at night, if I look just past the ends of the buildings. Our ancestral path had evolved into commercial fishermen rather than out of necessity, a move that tormented Pa after the death of our mama and split the family in two. We ain't part of no damn commercial, you hear? I've been doing this all my life, just like my Pa did. The progressives of the family, essentially anyone under the age of 50 at the time, saw this as a logical next step. More money, better hours, a move from total self-reliance. It made sense. I remember being called into the loft by Jimmy, Pa's younger brother, and the de facto patriarch after Pa's passing. The room was stuffy and filled to the brim with Bulkleys, mostly the men of each respective household, my uncles. Katie, we're going to need your help on this one. I thought I understood the ramifications when they were explaining it to me, and I was so proud that it was me, out of everyone, that I immediately agreed to what they were proposing. It was in that little moment of conceit, in the loft of our humble cottage, that created the spoke that would eventually break the wheel of the Bulkley dynasty. Your daddy loves you, Katie. He loves you more than he loves the lake, and more than he loves fishing. And we're all together on this one. I mean, look at us. We all came here because we want what's best for the family. And they were right. Pa was tough at first, a man of his pride, but they were right in knowing that it had to be me. I might even be able to go to college. Just think about it, Pa, please. And I watched the solemn move away from his eyes as he gave up his love in life for the only thing he loved more.